ladies and gentlemen, thank you for joining me once again on your every other Tuesday best anime show with best friends, my best friends Weebing, brought to you by Hirogi Gags Unlimited. I don't know why I started that, but guess what? I don't know why, but I'm gonna keep doing it. But you're now watching My Best Friends Weebing, a talk show about anime between three best friends that, well, talk anime because it's what we do. And of course, I'm never alone. I can never be alone because nobody wants to see. Well, no, there's a very popular YouTuber I know that talks about anime and people love him. There's two. I know two of them. But it's okay. We're not them, but we're going to be them. Like them. Better. Stronger. Faster. That's what we're going to do. And of course, with me as always, I have the best friend extraordinaire with that epic beard. Just if you've seen this beard at its height, you'd be like, man, it's anime Jesus. And sometimes he reverts back to it. And I'm talking about none other than Steven. I mean,
Hello.
it looks nice, but when you had that big, epic Jesus
the
beard,
long Jesus beard, the
Yes.
white Jesus beard,
yes.
the picture on every North American church, yes.
Except for the ones with Obi-Wan Kenobi accidentally.
You know, and I'm not going to fault them for picking Ewan over me. That's fine. I get it. I would pick Ewan over me as well. So,
Hey, there we go. There we go. And of course, we have our third man on the docket. He's not the sixth man. He's the third man because we're tricycle and we don't roll without him. Ladies and gentlemen, it's none other than Mr. Patrick 8-Bits.
My power level increases with the level of bromance.
This is true. Pat does get stronger the stronger
You're
the romance gets.
definitely over 9,000 then.
Yes, he is. Ooh, thoughts?
I feel like I could pull off a middle-aged Qui-Gon Jinn. I agree.
And I agree with that. You could also be him with the way you see the world and the way you think about things. That's the way we've always done things. Doesn't mean that's the way we need to do things. Let's change it.
Yeah. Yeah. Change what doesn't work is Bruce Lee's philosophy.
There you
Change
go.
what doesn't work.
If it doesn't let you be like water, why be it?
Keep what works, remove what doesn't.
Exactly. And now that we're all here, gentlemen, we're going to talk about something that anybody that has watched anime before has thought about. Uh-oh.
I'm sorry. I feel like Pat was about to correct me on Bruce Lee.
He's thinking about it.
Would be interesting to watch Sai trying to raise Anakin. I'm a pretty patient guy, and you know I've had difficulties with difficult children. I don't know how long I would have lasted before just throwing Anakin out of an airlock. Like, okay, you need to go. You're doing a good job with Ahsoka, but there's problems here.
We're noticing some anger bubbling to the surface, sir.
I feel like the Jedi consistently gave him terrible advice.
They did.
Well, the
They gave
Jedi were
everyone
consistently terrible.
I think if he had a half decent Papa Sai, he turned out okay.
Okay, no, I'll take that because I would have been much more reasonable with him. I'd have been like, no, go see,
And a little harsher.
go see Natalie Portman.
Harsh.
It's fine.
Just,
Just
they don't have to know.
yeah, no, let's get her some health care for those kids that you have coming.
Exactly. We would have a whole different trilogy. It would have been
Yeah.
the Skywalker clan saving the universe instead of dooming half of it to imperial slavery and rule.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Spoken like a true anti-imperialist there, Reggie. Come on, bud.
Yeah.
The Empire did do something wrong. Thank you. The Jedi suck. The Sith suck. The Empire suck. Quit trying to pretend like one of them was a good guy.
None of them were good guys.
None of them were good guys.
They were all different flavors of bad.
Yep.
They were. Speaking of flavors of bad, we're going to be talking about where we'd like to live in anime, in all of anime. 2 places that we'd want to live and why, and 1 place that is so god awful you would not catch any of us dead there because we would probably be dead there. Because there's a lot of anime with a lot of death and destruction. And the caveat for this is we're not the main characters. We're just people living in the world.
Yeah, and that's an important distinction because a lot of times the main character gets to get away with
Every plot armor,
nonsense.
everything.
Yeah, plot armor. Yeah.
Protag gets perks.
Any given
Antagonists too.
isekai.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, unless you're my boy and you get a power that you don't want, because it hurts every time you enact it, because you die and you come back.
ReZero. It sounds like you're
Yeah.
talking about ReZero.
Yeah. It's a power, yes. He does learn to use it better.
Yeah.
It would have been fine if he wouldn't have whined about it the whole time.
No high schools, period.
Yeah,
Reincarnated to another world to go to Japanese high school at a fantasy setting? Weird.
Right? No. Yeah, stay far away. We agree. So these are going to be our two places that we want to live, and one place that we will not be caught dead in. And yeah, it's interesting because we all thought of things that we thought the others would choose, and I am 98% sure that none of us are going to predict what we're all going to talk about. Because
Pat knows me too well. Pat completely nailed my choices. First try. He's like, Steven thought of this. Steven thought of this. And I was like, known you for too long.
Since how he's out here swinging for the fences, we're going to let Pat go first. Pat, where do you want to live in anime as a non-main character and try your best to just live your best life?
So I thought that the obvious answer to this was the World's End harem. Last Dude Alive sounds great, but
no. I watched that show. It was not as good as you think it was going to be. I watched like 3 episodes and I'm like, nah, this ain't it.
He's just a whiner. It would be fine. A little bit of risk mitigation and you're in the business. But interspecies reviewers, what a great combination.
That is an excellent choice.
Fantasy world, guilds, and not a lot of hangups. It's tread carefully, but tread hard.
I mean, that's an excellent choice. I didn't even consider it. I'm jealous. You got a way better choice than I did.
But if you wouldn't accept that as an answer, then Food Wars. The Food Wars universe was my runner-up choice because I'm secure enough to admit I love a good foodgasm.
So would you be
I respect all of these decisions.
Or would you be a food critic? Which one would you be?
What'd you say, buddy?
I said, would you try to be one of the kids going to school, or would you try to be a critic?
Oh, critic for sure. I'm way better at writing than cooking.
Yeah, and why put in the effort when you can get the pleasure anyways? Like, right? Listen, man, I just eat food and then talk about how it tastes. Apologies to food critics out there.
True. Okay.
And so when I was thinking about anime worlds that I would not like to live in, Attack on Titan seemed like a pretty obvious nope. The humans keep taking L's and living without hope would be bad. But then I was like, oh yeah, Berserk. The Berserk universe is just hella bad, awful, terrible. Nope. Miss me.
Somehow worse.
This is true.
Homie, don't play that. I am not nearly badass enough to be into all of that mess.
And see, that's the bad part is you're just some regular schmo just trying to live your life. And here comes crap.
It's not like being badass saves you from it. Name somebody who's more badass than Guts.
Nope.
His life is shit. Imagine how much worse everybody else has it. He can defend himself.
All right, so interspecies reviewer, Pat, why would you pick this place?
Fantasy world, like straight up. I get to do D&D stuff with my D&D friends, and after we're done raiding dungeons, we go and raid downtown, and it's fantastic. It seems like an all pros, no cons kind of universe, right?
Exactly. I mean, adventuring is dangerous, but being able to throw your money into a succubus den at the end of the night, I'll take that bet.
Okay. I see. Do you have any more on your list, or do you have any more that you would like to extrapolate upon?
I don't want to steal any from Steve.
You know what I already picked. You can avoid them.
Right?
we don't know which monster girl.
Why not both? Why not all? I mean, there are many nights a week.
Are we
why do we have
selecting
to
like
lock
a
in here? I thought that was
preference?
the whole point, was to not lock in.
The preference is the slime.
I mean, you know, if you know,
The
you know.
slime.
I also considered My Hero Academia. Even if you're a background character, you get a quirk. But it didn't make my list. But I'm dying to know what Reggie picked too. I can't even guess about him.
Mine are your standard ones that I would pick, or that you would think that I would pick.
Do you want to save yours for last? Because I feel like you're going to have the most interesting choices. I feel like I have really low-hanging fruit.
They're not
a
low.
lot of good choices.
They're easy to get to. They're not low. And you're tall, so low to you.
Okay, so it's like chest-high fruit. It's not. I'm picking the apples up off the ground. I'm doing no work here.
I mean, if that's how you feel, then I will let you go next.
I'm going to go next because I want to be surprised by what you have, and I don't want my choices to seem like extra boring. So obvious first choice. I have pictures, by the way,
because he's addicted to them.
You're welcome. Hang on, let me full screen that so they're not spoiled.
Give me your screen.
Share screen. Select. Okay. What?
Whole
Okay,
window or
no.
just partial window?
I switched over to Linux full-time recently, and I'm still ironing out some of the kinks.
Oh.
Which flavor did you settle on?
I'm on Ubuntu.
Ooh.
I'm going with the easy, boring choice.
I would have respected you if you said Mint, but here you are on Ubuntu.
What is Mint if not another Debian flavor? It's not. They're both Debian. What do you care?
I don't.
He's so judgy right now.
So judgy, just like a real Linux user. Not like this guy. Okay, so everybody knows what I'm about to talk about. Pokemon. Easy choice for a world you want to live in. Not for going on the adventures and battling your monster friends. No. I'm talking about socialized healthcare. I'm talking about kids being out of the house at 10. And most importantly, a world where Cynthia exists. So, Pokemon. Easy choice. Even if you're not going out as a Pokemon trainer, even if you're just a boring guy at home doing whatever, socialized healthcare, kids out of 10.
And it's the best pets. You're still going to have a Pokemon or two.
The best pets that you can pretty reliably communicate with, pets who understand English, pets who are, pretty independent when you give them the opportunity to be. Not really pets. You constantly get beaten up by 10-year-olds and take your money. I just don't make eye contact with anybody. It's
right.
Fine.
Just walk with your head down.
I tried to avoid eye contact today, so I'm good. As far as world, I would absolutely never live in. Duh.
Yeah.
Duh. For a moment, you're like, oh, but tentacles. And then you think about the rest of it, and you're like, no, it's not worth it. The world is constantly being destroyed. The sex you want, you're not getting, and the sex you're getting, you don't want. So, hard pass. Hard pass.
Sai says no to the rapescape. That tells me a lot about you, buddy.
Yeah, I feel like it's fairly reasonable. I don't know that a lot of people are going to disagree with me. I mean, even the CNC people are going to be like, that's a bit much. Don't choke on your food, Reggie.
Baby visit. Not stay. Yeah, that is a pretty terrible world to be born in. You win.
Yeah,
A local victory.
I feel like I stand a better chance elsewhere. Like pretty much anywhere else.
You're not
Made
wrong.
in Abyss, you just don't go down the hole. Like,
Don't live on the island with the big hole. Nice and simple.
nice and simple. It's
like,
easy
oh,
to
man,
avoid
this-
trouble. You can't avoid trouble in the world of Urotsuki Doji. Anything Gundam related is a hard no for you. We were talking about this before the stream started. Close second after Pokemon, I would absolutely take Build Fighters. It's
you don't get
exactly like our place, except our toy robots turn into a video game.
I mean, what's not to like?
Yeah. So Build Fighters, I think, gets a pass. Any of the Gundam related universes where you're like, you know, a child soldier. Yeah, that sucks, obviously, but Build Fighters were good.
And also, depending on which one you're in, random giant robots can just step on your house.
Again.
Pretty much any solid mecha anime, you run that risk.
SSS Gridman. Yep.
Well,
A lot of houses.
well, that's only online. No, that's right. When they came into the real world, that's right. Because they'd go in and then pop out as the accessories in Girdman. That's right. But
they log on, you're liable to have your entire galaxy thrown at something. I don't want. That's existential terror of the highest degree. I'm not interested in it. The one exception. Yeah, but I mean, that's a good exception. That's a solid exception.
Very much so.
I feel like the Dragon Ball Earth is a safe play because even when shit goes terribly wrong, they just bring you back with the Dragon Balls.
Didn't Boo kill everybody? Boo killed everybody.
Oh, yeah. Frieza blew up the planet.
Oh, yeah. Cell killed a bunch of folks, and then the guardrails are on. You're fine. It's whatever. I feel like it'd be super cool. And then
But no. Pat, you're forgetting one important piece. The original Dragon Balls could only bring the same person back one time. How many times in between the new Dragon Balls and the OG Dragon Balls did random things come down to blow shit up?
Okay, so you've got the invasion of the Saiyans, which was really only an issue if you were part of the military force that tried to oppose them.
And the one city they landed at.
They landed at. Boo killed everybody. Frieza did kill everybody, but Whis also reversed time. So would you know? I don't know. I feel like everybody probably has some lingering trauma over Boo.
Yes, because they saw that on TV. They saw that on, like, this thing is killing everything and turning it into food. And then you realize.
And Cell ate a lot of people that they had to bring back.
Cell was absolutely terrifying, but that was also just one city, wasn't it?
No.
I thought he just ate the one city.
He was on a rampage.
It was a lot of cities, a lot of country.
Android Future would have sucked.
Oh God!
But the guardrails were on. They fixed that.
No, they didn't.
No, that universe still existed.
Oh yeah, they didn't get Dragon Balls back. That's right.
Yeah. So
because Piccolo and Kami were killed.
Yep. Even though they did the time travel thing, it was more so the Marvel version where you go to alternate universes, and then you impact that universe, but yours stays the same.
And they got in trouble for that with the gods. So I mean,
not really.
I mean, they got kind of a slap on the wrist from Zeno-sama, but he was like, I made a new friend. It's fine.
Right?
I'd get in worse trouble if I vaped at work.
That's true. But you're not Goku.
Right?
No. Yeah, remember, you can't solve things with your innocence.
But I've got a Galaxy car. Got payments.
I am dying to know, what universes did you pick?
All right, so mine are not going to be what you think they're going to be because I went off the rails. a little bit.
A little
Slightly.
bit.
If you
I
pick the
I
idol
have an
show anime as
inkling
one of
about
your
one
idols
of
in real
them.
life, I'm judging you.
You judging me? Ooh.
Yeah, I'll judge you if it's an idol girls universe because you want to follow them in real life.
I'm not into the pop of J or K varieties or
Good.
American.
The best part about that, Kyo, is Goku doesn't just know God; he knows God's God,
Right? He knows his boss's boss.
and other God. Yeah, he knows God's God.
Right? But yes. All right. Here we
He
go.
is this close to meeting Stan Lee.
Right? Share. Boop, boop. Stop. No,
Naruto
just
universe.
As where you don't want to live.
as where I do
Michelle.
want to live.
Why?
Bruh. I like cyberpunk.
I like
And this is
cyberpunk too, but objectively, cyberpunk civilizations kind of suck.
Yeah, this is true.
They have great clubs.
But hear me out. Just cybernetic implants. I'm just a regular Joe Schmo guy. And knowing me, if I were a regular Joe Schmo guy, if I were here, I would probably be a shady Joe Schmo guy. So I'd be living it up a little bit better than other people and not stuck in the humdrum doldrums that everyone else is. And I definitely wouldn't have to put up with a tank trying to kill me. So I just got to worry about being in the wrong city where the hackers are when they want to overthrow the government and might get taken over. But, there's a couple 100 million other people here. I'll be all right.
Reggie.
I'm imagining you being born in this world and having a job at Kmart. Like, just working a 9 to 5 with cybernetic implants.
Sir, if there's a world with cybernetic implants that won't kill me and I can get awesome upgrades, I'm going to do the best that I can to get the best that I can.
This is objectively a side grade. You are trading one capitalist hellscape where you have to worry about where you live.
Well, I didn't say I was
capitalist hellscape where you have to worry about where you live.
Capitalist hellscape is overselling it a little.
I never said I was trying to avoid a capitalist hellscape. This is just where I want to live. That's all.
Okay.
This is. I never said I want the most serene and ideal place. No, I didn't say that.
I feel like there's a better cyberpunk world out there that we could pick for you.
What is it?
I'm thinking.
Because it ain't edge runners. It ain't, because things come falling out the sky.
I haven't finished Edge Runners.
I've started it and I've seen the breakdowns of it and I'm like, interesting. So depending on what you're doing, this one has the least ability for me to have issues.
I just feel like it's a side grade with cooler computers.
And that's a problem. Why?
I just feel like there's probably a better cyberpunk choice.
You think about this.
I'm
You find a better
thinking about it.
To live in.
I'm thinking about it. I need to.
Yeah, think about it. All right, so
thinking about it.
My next world that I would want to live in is this one. Because why? Because why not? Because I can be a regular Joe Schmo. I can learn martial arts. And if I get good enough, I might meet these crazy people, go on a crazy training trip, and end up getting cursed. And I've got the list here because I brought the list up because this is partially the reason why I want to live here. Because you've got, pardon me, the Spring of Drowned Panda. You have the Spring of Drowned Girl. Spring of Drowned Man. Spring of Drowned Black Piglet. Spring of Drowned Cat. Spring of Drowned Duck. Spring of Drowned Frog, which I don't know how they got that one. Like, how do you, that's the one that just does not get me.
I think Steve and I are hung up on better technology utopias. And I think Appleseed and Escaflown would definitely be better.
I think it's Escaflowne. I don't know. I've never heard anyone pronounce it out loud.
It's Escaflowne.
Okay, Escaflowne. Bro, I think those two are more like advanced technology utopias.
Okay, I'm gonna have to rewatch Appleseed and see what it's about. But okay, I want to live in the Rama world. because the food is dope, the martial arts are dope, and there's just crazy people just flying through the air fighting all the time, and I can sit back and watch it or decide to join it. I'm like, hey, I want to test my hand at this. I want to become a martial artist. Let me learn some stuff.
Is this one of those universes where willpower is low-key a superpower that everyone has? Like One Piece or Naruto, where if you really want something to happen, it happens?
It's the power of friendship.
Shh, different. This is willpower. This is Green Lantern world in anime.
Excellent.
My willpower will get me through. Because, bruh, it's cool. I can, have a best friend that's a panda or a little pig or a duck. Or, hold on, this one's a long one. Or the spring of drowned Yeti riding a bull while carrying a crane and eel.
They've got Man Bear Pig. Count me out.
I mean, technically, they do have Man Bear Pig. And they've got more. And that was
in the universe where Halvor is right, I'm out.
But yeah, that's one place I'd want to live. Like I said, mine aren't the just ideal utopian places. These are places that seem interesting that I want to live in if I were to have to choose an anime. And then the one I don't want to live in, I've ranted about not living here before, and Pat touched on it earlier. And of course, it's this monstrosity here. Because I'm stuck behind one of 3 walls, and depending on how much money or my ancestry, depends on which one I live in and work in. And if I'm in the bottom rung, well, we see what happens in the first episode. If you live in the bottom rung, you've got things running through walls that want to eat you.
Yep.
And you can do nothing about it.
Humans keep taking the L's. It sucks.
It does. And that's all you do is lose. And did you get 1 dub and then 4 more L's? And dude, I'm sorry. And then to come to find out that they built the wall that is supposed to protect you out of the bodies of the things that are coming to get you.
Well, I mean, I'm pragmatic enough to not take offense to that. Okay, Steve's got it.
I have a safer choice than Ghost in the Shell.
Give it to me.
Carol and Tuesday.
I still haven't watched it.
It's the Cowboy Bebop director, man.
I know, sir. What? My anime list does not get smaller every season.
I thought you'd prioritize the guy who brought us Samurai Champloo and Cowboy Bebop. I can't give you too much grief because I haven't watched the final episode. We watched all the way up to the final episode, then stopped watching it.
Well, why not straight
up Cowboy Bebop? Are you playing RPG back in the 90s, early 2000s? What?
I feel like Cowboy Bebop is just another side grade. You're still going from corporations controlling everything to corporations controlling everything. If you're just a regular guy, things don't get better with that move. My defense with Pokemon is that even for regular people, things objectively get better. Escaflowne is an isekai, yes.
Okay. I think it is. I don't know. I did not watch it.
It is. Yeah, okay. The main character is from Our World.
Okay.
Or the anime version of Our World. Same goes for what's the name of that classic one? Where she goes to Fantasy China. And then her blonde friend also goes and just has a shit time.
What? Hold on.
Kyo, help me out here. You know what I'm talking about. It was another 90s anime. It's Clamp.
Is it Clamp? The redhead, the blonde, and the brunette?
There was a redhead and a blonde. Was
there a video game based on it?
Probably. Oh, you're thinking of no, it's not Magic Knight Rayearth.
Oh, okay.
It's not Magic Knight Rayearth. What the heck am I thinking of? It's such a classic.
I don't know, sir.
It's such a classic. I'm so mad at myself for not remembering the name right now. You don't even know.
Do I need a shame bell?
Yes.
Shame.
Yes, shame me. It's such an important classic that more people need to watch.
Is it an isekai?
It's an isekai. It's absolutely an isekai. Fushigi Yugi.
Less shame.
less shame, but I had to Google it.
I was literally about to go
Shannon's
like,
got it on DVD, and I can't remember the damn name of it.
Inuyasha with Mecha. Okay.
Oh, Escaflowne, yeah.
So it's a period piece with giant robots.
Escaflowne, yes.
Okay.
Not Fushigi Yugi.
No, not that. But yes, I'm sorry. I don't want to live here. And then when I like, granted, the everyday person isn't going to learn the history of Attack on Titan, but then when I watched the history of how they got to where they are, I was like,
Not pretty.
wow, that's just terrible. Why is
No
this guy in
spoilers.
charge of anything? And he made her do what? He made his kids do what? Great. Yeah, because you should be eating stuff like that. Yeah. So yeah, no, do not want to live in Attack on Titan at all. Ever,
Yeah,
any way, shape, or form.
I think we all have pretty good taste. I don't think I want to live in any of your nopes. And I don't think I'd be dissatisfied with any of your yeps.
Apparently, Ghost in the Shell.
I mean, it's
I would be
great,
incredibly dissatisfied with Ghost in the Shell. I'm sorry, Reg. Hard pass.
That's okay. That's why we're here to discuss things and let each other know when the trash starts to erupt. It's okay.
So why aren't either of you guys wanting to live in a basic ass fantasy world with like magic and crap?
Monster raids.
There's always a demon lord. There's always a demon lord,
goblins invading. I'm really surprised that none of us said Goblin Slayer as a don't live there kind of world.
I mean, that's like a given. Any place where a random species can just overrun a city overnight and kill everyone.
I mean, I named Rotsuki Doji. That was low-hanging fruit too.
The Goblin Slayer universe is a basic, generic Dungeons and Dragons setting.
Yeah.
With very finicky gods.
With
basic Dungeons and Dragons setting.
Yeah, but they really dialed up the violence and wickedness of a perceived weak enemy.
Yes.
Which anyone who's ever played a classic rule set for Dungeons and Dragons knows that it's the horde enemies you watch out for.
Mm-hmm. The kobolds and the goblins, because it's never just one. It's never
just
it's
one.
The 20
and
you don't
they are always wily.
You'll see 5 because they want you to. They're like ninjas. Look at these here. We want you to see these, while these other 25 come from behind and around you.
Yeah, they're like little angry, sharp stick wielding velociraptors. Who do way more than just kill you. Yeah, it's terrible, terrible place. I only named her Rotsuki Doji because I was like, yeah, that's worse.
That is worse. That is one of the worst. You can. So, if you had to take parts from all of your favorite shows to build your perfect world, what would you put in it, and where would you pull from? Throw the side on that.
Hot take.
Hold on. Hold on.
The status screen, the UI. Status.
That's not a hot take.
Quest,
he's getting there.
Would you guys be interested in the status screen augment?
Of course.
No.
Because I need to know what's wrong with me.
I don't want to know what's wrong with me.
What? The wife gives my usual answer of everything, which she's not right.
I don't want to know. There's some things that I'd rather just be left a mystery.
Now, if you had cool AR goggles, would you want Navi flying around?
No.
Reminders.
She's so annoying. I would take Fi.
Sure.
I'd take her before Navi.
Oh, sure. Yeah, you could put your own skin on it. You could change your skin every
okay. So we could make it mildly less irritating than Clippy.
So I can make it Cortana and have her call me Chief.
Yeah, you could totally. That comes free, and then you could buy the custom ones. It's like waifu of the week becomes with wings and hangs out in your status screen and reminds you to take your vitamins now.
You can get that already with the little Hatsune Miku holograms.
That's true. The little assistants that sit on your desktops, they do that.
But we're talking status screen, status magic, AR goggles.
I'm sure Apple's going to find a way to put that into those god awful goggles.
We have these in our pockets.
And they're only getting better. They are the worst today that they're ever going to be for the rest of your life.
Why does everyone hate Navi? I've played the game and never got why people hate her.
Hey, listen.
Because
hey, listen.
Every interaction.
Hey, listen.
Lock on. Target lock lost.
Every interaction prompts a hey, listen, or a hey, or look out. It is. Tattle was such an improvement because they dialed it back and they gave him sass. Navi is over helpful. At the time, I understand why they did it. It was very early for 3D games. They were doing something very unique with Ocarina of Time.
Ocarina.
It was a growing pain in 3D adventure design that they continued to improve upon over the years, and now it's much, 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 much better.
You got better at game crafting that particular mechanic. Yeah.
Yes. Yeah. For its time, it's a very welcome inclusion. Where we are now, it's the part of Ocarina that has aged the worst in an otherwise fairly timeless classic.
Right.
I disagree with you, Kyo.
Us old heads disagree.
I'm willing to bet Sai's got more hours on Ocarina.
I don't know. Wind Waker was my Zelda.
Ooh. You did go hard on the Ocarina or on the Wind Waker.
I played Wind Waker several times. It's one of 2 Zeldas that I've 100%ed, and it is the only Zelda that I've 100%ed more than once.
Nice. Okay, I can't claim that. I 100%ed once. I started my second playthrough, and as I was wont to do of the day, I didn't finish it after that. Like, yay! I finished it once. I'm done.
I also did a 100% run on Majora's Mask when I finally sat down to play it, because I was like, this game is hard. If I'm going to play through it, I'm going to make sure I do absolutely everything so I never feel the need to play it again. I think it's an excellent Zelda game. It's really damn depressing and it's hard, and I don't want to go through it again.
Understandable. So what other features would you like to add to your perfect anime world for you to live in as a regular person?
My perfect anime world as a regular person. See, the problem is that I really like Pat's choice, and I don't want to combine that with the Pokemon world.
No.
That is outside of my interests. That's outside of my interests. I need to be clear. I'm a degenerate. I am. Oh God, the Vaporeon meme is just. I don't listen.
So bad.
You're into what you're into. What can something adults get up to? I don't care. It's not for me. That one's not for me.
I would to answer that question, I'd want to expand into some video games.
Mm-hmm.
There's some fantasy worlds in video games that I would find highly compelling as a non-protagonist.
Okay, go on.
I don't think he was ready for that. He said,
All right. Would you rather be a Dragon Quest in PC or like a Final Fantasy VII in PC?
Neither. Hard pass. Both of them.
They're so great.
Absolutely not.
Sense of adventure is diminutive.
Superbad Corporation and Sephiroth.
Yeah.
Oh, look, they're both bad.
If I could be like a Stardew Valley NPC in an Interspecies Reviewers, that's great, you know? Live a super peaceful life and
lots of-
everything else that comes with it. Absolutely. I'm not going to divulge too much here.
What's the name of that game that the
He's
kids
a man
play?
of culture is all you need to know.
The name of the game that the kids
That's
play.
super peaceful, and you just run around the village making it better.
Minecraft?
Animal Crossing?
Animal Crossing. So you're wanting some Animal Crossing vibes in your ideal world.
He doesn't want to
Not
build
with the
world.
interspecies reviewers, no. I dig the Animal Crossing vibes for the peace and everything. I dig the interspecies reviewers for the entertainment side of things. I don't want those two things to mix because there's a clash there for me. The farmer from Stardew Valley could support the Jojo Mart. It's true. That's a possibility. So I suppose we should adjust a little bit.
Okay.
I'm trying to think of like another super peaceful video game that doesn't really give you an opportunity to be just terrible to everyone. Because I forgot that Stardew Valley does actually give you the opportunity to be awful.
Okay. So you don't want some main character just running up on you, just being rude.
No, absolutely not. And that's another problem with like Dragon Quest or Final Fantasy. Some guy kicking in your door at
And
whatever
robbing you?
hour, just going through all of your stuff. Like, I don't need that.
It's like, hey, that 500 gills for my mom's surgery. What are you doing?
Yeah, I don't want, no.
Or any Zelda game where some random little kid or teenager rolls through and just starts breaking all the pottery.
Yeah.
And somehow there's money in there that you didn't know about.
Yeah.
Shadow of Colossus would be a big nope.
God, yeah. That's basically Attack on Titan. But you're
Yeah.
by yourself.
Hard.
And
hard
well, that's
pass.
the main character. As an NPC regular person, you're just gonna be like, why is the ground shaking? What is that?
No, because Shadow of the Colossus, the regular guy is far removed from those lands, but he still has to deal with a super religious control over the country and everything. So it's still not great, even without worrying about the giants.
It's hard to
Oh, Atelier.
Oh.
Yeah. Atelier is a good example. Largely peaceful. I mean, occasionally you have to deal with some kind of world-ending threat, but we do that today. So
Right?
the average person is going to be pretty far removed from most of this stuff and just going about their life.
Okay.
Lifing it up.
I'll take it.
And
At
actually,
worst, at its very worst, it's maybe a side grade.
And I just thought of another place that I thought originally, I'm like, yeah, I could live there, but wait, as a normal person, no. Because I'm like, yeah, I can live in Destiny in one city for all of humanity. Wait, I don't have powers or a ghost. That's a bad idea. I don't think I'm going to do that.
Yeah, no, that just kind of sucks to be you.
Yeah. But there's always a chance that you can come back as, a sentient robot, maybe, if you got the money. No, you got to have a ghost for that. Never mind. So yeah, no, you're boned.
Silent Hill is sitting over here on my shelf, and I was like, that's a big nope.
That's a huge
That's the hugest no.
I still have a panic reaction every time I hear air raid sirens. I want to put my back on a wall.
Silent Hill continues to sit in my list of best video games of all time. 2 specifically best video games of all time. And I don't know that anything's ever going to knock it out of there.
Probably not. It was a good one. I do have to admit though, the first time I played it and I got to the hospital, I'm walking around doing my thing. I don't know why they made her AI like this. She walked up behind me and was like, that's all I heard. So, there's a nurse behind me. I gotta shoot her in the face. Game over.
Mary was running to keep up with you, and Mary has her own stamina. If she runs for too long, she also gets tired. So
I
that
did not
was
know that at the
the deep
time.
breath that she took. Yeah, Silent Hill 2, specifically the hospital. The hospital is where I stopped playing my first night playing it. I played all the way up to the hospital, and like I got to there was a room where you go in and nothing happens, and then you take a step in and there's the sound of breaking glass, and I died for a moment right there. Like my entire body just ceased functioning, and I was like, I'm done, I'm not going to do this anymore tonight. I've been playing this for 7 hours. It's like 1 o'clock in the morning.
I'm by myself.
I'm by myself. I'm not going to do this anymore.
Nope.
No to anything Resident Evil. See, with Silent Hill, actually, Silent Hill's really interesting because Silent Hill, the town, reaches out to very specific people. I don't know that I would be a target to Silent Hill.
You wouldn't have that sadness and sorrow in your heart.
I mean, like,
You got an emo streak, but it's not that bad.
I have white, straight, cisgendered American guy problems. I am so far clear of a proper existential crisis. Like, I'm not
zero Dahlia Gillespie BS going on in your life.
None. Like, I mean, yeah, no, I think I'm safe from Silent Hill. Nothing so tragic has happened to me that I would be a target to the entity that is Silent Hill.
Okay.
I've had it real easy.
Well, I think I've learned a lot tonight, but I haven't gotten an anime recommendation, something I haven't seen before, and that's unusual.
Well, are you watching anything this season?
What was the one that you couldn't remember the name of that's a classic that I totally need to see?
Fushigi Yugi?
Fushigi Yugi?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Is that by the same author as Ranma?
No, I'm pretty sure that's Clamp.
Is it Clamp?
I want to say Fushigi Yugi is Clamp. Let me double check.
Okay.
Let me double check.
Well, thanks.
Don't go anywhere yet. Is it Clamp? Is it Clamp? Clamp? Clamp. Not Clamp. You Watase.
Yep. So okay. So also not right. What? There was another period piece that the mangaka of Ranma did.
You're thinking of Utaware Mono? I think. No. Are you sure?
Let's see.
How sure are you?
I'm not. Oh, Mason Cuckoo. Never mind.
Oh, that's not period.
Okay,
piece.
Never mind. It's not the same.
Period piece. Was it like the 70s or 80s that it took place? What are we calling a period piece now?
Well, technically, it is over 30 years ago, so it can now be a period piece. Gentlemen, we are old. It's okay.
I'm only turning 40 this year. And with the way that life expectancy continues to increase, I do not believe I've yet reached middle age.
Getting close.
Don't.
Okay. You don't think you've reached it?
I don't make funny noises standing up yet.
No daily pain.
I don't either.
I'm eating well. I don't have my knees don't make strange noises.
Mine do because I dance, so that's different.
You're pretty active though.
I try to be.
I think we're all doing all right. I think we're all doing all right. I don't think any of us have hit middle age yet. Reggie certainly doesn't look like he's the oldest of us. I look like I'm the oldest one here. Don't agree with that, Reg. Stop that.
Kyle's young.
And
with that, I'm out. You guys.
And Pat feels old.
Pat, all you got to do the same thing that I do. When I feel old, I think about how old my best friend is, and I give him crap for it. Granted, it's only 2 years, but I still give him crap for it.
Yeah, and that's why we have you, Reg.
Right? I'm the old guy now. And when you give it to me and I can't handle it, I'm like, hey, Tim, you're old. Ha love you, bye.
I should hit up Tim more to just remind him how old he is.
You should.
That's a good idea.
You're just that much younger than him.
Mm-hmm.
What's Tim good for? Age shaming.
Yeah, it's important. Everybody needs somebody that they can age shame in their life because it helps you to feel younger. You draw a little bit of their youthfulness away from them whenever you do it.
You do, and it's not willing. You just like you grabbed onto it, and you're like a terrier. You just yank it out of them.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Man, Kyle was 6 when I graduated high school.
I'm so used to this because I've got people in my channel who are like, "Oh, this Let's Play of yours was my childhood." I'm like,
what?
And they're old enough to vote now. So right. I
do remember when that did happen one time.
I've just gotten used to it at this point. Like,
right.
Kyo's throwing lightweight punches with that. Found out one of my coworkers the other day was born in 95. And I was like, okay. And then I did the math in my head. I was like, 12 years younger than me and definitely have your shit together way more than I did at your age.
I feel the same way about you.
Well, thanks.
You're welcome. Like, man, Steve's got that stuff going on. Hey, I'm a leaf on the wind. Let's go.
Don't do that. Don't do that. You know how it happens.
No. I'm the first time he said it, not the last time he said it.
Okay, well then quit saying it. Because any time could be your last time saying it.
Watch how I soar.
That's why I don't finish it. That's why I don't finish it. It's like saying Candyman 4 times.
Throw him off.
Say it 4 times and turn the lights on and dip out. And never do it.
You're just blue balling him now. It's like, oh, I'm gonna get him. What are you doing? Where you going? Come back.
He's just sitting in the mirror like, bruh, you know it's not consecutive. I'll catch you whenever you say it. It's like, I know, I'm never saying it again.
How many times have you sworn to never say it again, though?
Enough. It's okay. You don't see the full thing. You don't get the full negativity. It's okay.
That was you know how it just scarred like an entire generation of children and made them afraid of clowns? Mm-hmm. Candyman made me afraid of mirrors in dark rooms. I will not be in a dark room with a mirror. I don't know if you ever noticed this when living with me. I hit the lights in a dark room before I enter.
Oh, you couldn't. Oh, see, you couldn't have my apartment because the light switch for the kitchen is in the kitchen.
I'd install a clapper. Wait, no, there's no mirror in your kitchen. It's fine.
I mean, it's got reflective surfaces, but not mirrors.
Okay, but that's not like.
Okay, so you mean like bathrooms where it's like right there on the
like a bathroom. Oh,
and the mirror
man.
is like right there.
If I do have to pass through a bathroom in the dark, I do not make eye contact with the mirror. I know what's in there. I know it gives you power. I'm not looking at you. I'm an incredibly skeptical guy too, but for that one, stuck with me. Kyo, stop. You're making these two feel old.
I'm perfectly fine with my age. So that's why you can just age dump on me. I don't care. I'm like, cool. It's like, I was still older than you and outran you. I can't do it now, but if I get back into shape, I'm sure I could.
Wouldn't that be like just the saddest thing now for the two of us to race? Why are those two guys speed walking?
Hold up. Wait. Hold up.
I might win on leg length, and that's it. But I'm pretty sure you're
advantage.
I think you're still more active than me because you still go dancing.
I do, and I dance all night. So I got the edge on the cardio.
I think you'd beat me in a sprint too. Then honestly, because it takes me a while to get. I'm all momentum and leg.
He's got to get up to 88 miles per hour.
Once I'm up to speed, it's pretty easy because I just need to keep a foot in front of me on the ground, and I'm fine.
Okay. So you're like a nice engine, a nice V6 sedan, and I'm still a
Yeah.
split coupe. I'm gonna get
Yeah.
offline quick. I'm gonna run
Yeah.
quick, but I'm gonna run out of gas even faster.
I have way better mileage. I'm a Prius in eco mode. Pat, where are you at? Physical health wise. Just in a sprint or a marathon, where do you think you land?
I don't know, man. I haven't really been able to exercise for about a year. It's a complete surprise.
We should do this.
Oh God, we're gonna live stream 3 old guys running. Let's see who can go the farthest and the longest. Woo, 3 old men running.
It's just going to be a contest to see who loses the least.
3 old weebs who can go the farthest.
All right, I think we're at an hour now.
We are. We're at our time. Thank you, ladies, gentlemen, and other, for watching tonight as we talked about places that we wanted to live, places you would not catch us dead in because we would be dead in them, being an average Joe in anime. Then we went on tangent as we are wont to do. This was a light tangent for the 3 of us.
It was. We're still finishing on time, but we were a bit content light this time. That's fine.
We were. It's okay. We'll make up for it next time. Come with a hard-hitting, heavy, thought-provoking show next time. Make you think.
I look forward to finding out what that is.
You will find out. And I'll do better. I'll get it to us a lot sooner because I keep forgetting. I'm going to send it to the chat. Look at the chat. Go to something else on my phone. I sent the message. Yeah, I sent the message. Thanks, brain. It lied. It happens. We're 3 old weeds. Thank you for watching. This was a Hierarchy Gags Unlimited production. I'm Raw. That's Saigon. That's Pat down there. We're your 3 old weeds. We appreciate you watching. Come back in 2 weeks and watch us again because, hey, it's going to be lit. It's going to be hot. It's going to be it. We out.